Hey there, welcome to this video. I'm going to be designing a Valentine's Day cake topper. In the first part, I'm going to show you how I've designed it on Cricut Design Space using all images and fonts that you can find on Cricut. And then in the second part, we will put it all together. Okay, so it's quite a simple one. Let's get started. So the first thing to do obviously is to open your Cricut Design Space and click New Project. So let's type out our text. So click T for text. Click T for text and then type Happy Valentine's Day. I like to do it in 3 lots so I can play around with it. And now I'm going to change the fonts for each of these. So for the happy, I've used a font called LuMarccom, and I've used the same for the day. And I wanted a script font for the Valentine, so I've used a font called Gravura. These are all fonts you can find on Cricut Design Space if you are a member of the Access. Okay, so we have our text, Happy Valentine's Day. So the next thing to do is to put it all together and then start layering it. So what I always do to try and get it as close together is I will double click on the font, go to letter space and just reduce the space in between the letters, push them together a little bit, and then I'll go to offset and go to about 0.04. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that looks, I think that's a bit too thick, so I'm just going to make it like 0.05. I'm sorry, 0.3. Okay, that's fine. And then I'll do the same for day, offset. So before I offset it, I'm just going to decrease the space in between the text. Maybe not that much. That's it. And now go to offset 0.03. Okay, delete what I don't need. So you're happy in your day. With the Valentine's Day, to make it nice and thick, otherwise it will be a nightmare to cut, what I'm going to do is to ungroup it first and bring the S a little bit closer and just pop the apostrophe somewhere there. And then I'm going to group it all together and then offset it and this one I'll make it a little bit thicker, 0.06 I think. Yeah, 0.06, perfect. And just delete that one. Happy Valentine's Day. And now the next thing you want to do is to just play around with your colors. So I've decided to use a mix of pastel colors and reds and pinks and light blues and things like that. So I've made the Valentine red, and then the happy a little pinkish. So I've just gone to the advanced colors, just go to the pink. Yeah, just make it very light pink. And then I'll make the day exactly the same thing. Okay, now I just need to group them together in a way that I want. So I want the happy to be on this side. Just changing the size a little bit. So I want the happy here, and I want the day kind of like on the other end of it. Okay, and I want them as close together as possible. And then Okay, so we've now grouped all of these together. We have our Happy Valentine's Day text. So what I'm going to do next is to create an offset just to start layering this up. So I'm going to offset it and make it 0.1 for the first offset. And then I'll create another one at 0.1 and another one at 0.1. And then I'll change the colors. So I'm going to make the first color a creamy type color. Maybe that. And then the second color a pinky type color, like a very light pink. And then the third color will be blue, a bit like a pastel blue type color. Okay, so we've got our our layers Happy Valentine's Day text. Now we can add some images just to make it look a little bit more special. So if you go to the image panel, there's plenty, there's over 750,000 images by Cricut artists. So I'm going to add a bunch of balloons, heart-shaped balloons. So I'm just going to type heart-shaped balloon. I'm going to link the image number to everything that I've used in the description below so you can get it easily. Okay, so I'm going to specifically look for the ones that I've designed. And you can use any one you want. And to filter that quickly, if you look on the left-hand panel, there's plenty of ways that you can filter. So I'm going to use purchase because this is what I've purchased. This is what I've designed. And you can see there's plenty of heart shapes here. So I want this one in particular because it's got the pastel, it's got the things that that is just perfect for this project. And it's called Bunch of Heart Shaped Balloon. So I'm going to add it to my canvas. I'm just going to resize it a bit so it sits besides the happy and arrange it to the back. And then the next thing I want to add is a scallop heart, this shaker, just to make it a bit different. I'm just going to make like a little shaker at the bottom of it here. Just put a little heart shaker here. And then I'm going to put Cupid shooting an arrow into the balloon. So I'm going to go and look for Cupid. I would also link my a link to my project in the description box below to save you having to make all of this from scratch. You can just go ahead and resize, change the colors of the ones that I've already designed and reuse it. So I'm just going to angle Cupid a little bit so that it looks like it's shooting the arrow from the heart to the balloon heart. And then we've got our text. So that's the basis of our cake topper. It's just about lining it up now, adding a few more layers, putting it all together so it's one topper. So the first thing I'm going to do is to just layer Cupid and just make it a bit thicker. So I'm going to go to my offset and go to 0.08. I might go to 0.06 actually. That's it. And then I'll just do that a few times. And one more time. So same thing, I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to go to the cream, pink, and blue, just using the colors that we've already got on the canvas, okay? Okay, so let's now create an offset. So now that everything is grouped together, we can start creating an offset. So I just go to offset and change it to 0.10, apply. And I'm just going to change the color to like a lighter transparent color because it's going to be acetate. And I'm just going to duplicate that as well and send it to the back because I'm going to double it. Okay, so that first acetate layer will be glued on, and then the second one will be added on using double-sided tape just to make your cake topper more sturdy. And there you have it, your Valentine's Day cake topper. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to show you how to put it all together. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.